And howdy to everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Diecast Garage. I had to do a crazy intro like that. Alright, we're going to be talking about a subject today that is some recommendations to you. It's about you, not about me and my collection. I'm going to be talking about the pros and cons of having a variation of car brands in your diecast collection. Now, one thing for me, I don't want to refer to my collection as a Hot Wheels collection. I want to refer to it as a diecast collection. Now, why that is, I don't only have Hot Wheels. I have Matchbox. I have Jada cars. I have a variation of bigger cars like this red 57 Chevy Bel Air. I love that car. I've also got a variation of Lego sets. Well, we saw that in my last video. You have to have a variation. Say if somebody's coming over for, well, this very soon, somebody's going to be coming over to Thanksgiving. And they're going to be asking if they've known you more than probably 10 minutes. You're already going to tell them that you have an obsession, a dedication to these Hot Wheels cars. I'm the same way. If people are talking to me and they've known me for about 10 minutes, they're going to know I'm a Hot Wheels geek. First 5 minutes, they're going to learn I'm a banjo player. But that's a whole nother subject. First 10 minutes, they learn I'm a Hot Wheels collector. Then I tell them, well, if you're over sometime, you ought to come out and see the Hot Wheels collection. And if you say that, they're going to assume, oh, so here's the thing. If you tell them that it's a Hot Wheels collection, they're just going to expect to see cars like this that are just regular Hot Wheel cars. Not variations. They're just going to expect to see all kinds of blue cars and old Hot Wheel cars, all just Hot Wheels branded stuff. Another reason why you should refer to your collection to a diecast collection is, for me, I don't just collect Hot Wheels and cars. That's something else you shouldn't call it if you were a diecast car collection. That just implies that you only have diecast cars in your collection. It's got to be more broad. If you just say diecast collection, people are going to think, oh, immediately what we go to is diecast cars. But the second thing that people probably go to are these things right here. Diecast tractors. Now, we haven't talked a lot about diecast tractors, and we're going to be doing a lot with diecast tractors. Trust me. We're going to have a whole series with these. And there's another series going to come out. This is also a bonus announcement. We're going to be doing we're going to be doing all kinds of different series in this. We're going to be having a tractor series of Diecast Garage. We also going to be having an airplane, an aviation edition of Diecast Garage. And wait, there's more. We're going to also be adding in a train edition to Diecast Garage. Now that's big. That is really big. And I want to make this channel to where it's a lot more broad. I want to make it really big here. Not just about Hot Wheels. Of course, we're going to still be talking about cars. Trust me. Don't unsubscribe because I'm going to be doing a lot more than just cars. Trust me. We're still going to be doing all kinds of stuff. But we're going to do a lot more with other memes of diecast things. You know, we're going to be doing trains, we're going to be doing tractors, we're going to be doing cars, we're going to be doing airplanes. This channel is going to have all kinds of stuff. But anyways, back to the original topic. So now we're going to be talking about the pros and cons about having a multi-brand diecast car collection. That is, people are going to see that you collect more than Hot Wheels. They're going to see that you collect more than Matchbox. They're going to see that you collect more than 1/64 scale cars. You collect 124, 116, any scale, 146, scale 164, you collect all the scales, including, more than likely, if you're a car guy like me, you have a real classic car. And my suggestion to you is show them your collection. Show them your miniature car collection first. And then say what your favorite car is. Which more than likely, 99% of the time, it's going to be your favorite car. And in case my favorite car, my favorite classic car, is one that I actually have. And that is Volkswagens. Yes. And as you can see, I have a couple more down through here. There's approximately about 120 Volkswagens here. But anyhow, that's not important. So, basically, you can clearly see what my favorite car is right here. Why? I have a real one. If you look in the profile of the channel, that's my car. That is a little yellow 1972 Volkswagen Beetle. Just like this one right here. I have an obsession. This is actually right here, Volkswagens, is what got me into collecting in the first place. What also got me into collecting is this right up here. Yeah, the Dukes of Hazzard. If you're any old TV show geek like I am, you know this is the best show. If y'all haven't seen it, go out and buy the whole series. Excuse me. The reason I say just don't watch one episode, see if you don't like it, it's because you're going to like it. Everybody loves the Dukes of Hazzard. If you don't like the Dukes of Hazzard, you say it's racist. You obviously have not watched a single episode of the Dukes of Hazzard in your life. Well, back to the program. Alright. Back. So here's some ideas. Here's what you should more than likely collect in your diecast car collection. You should obviously have Hot Wheels. Basic Hot Wheels. Some cars thing. And also, there's a trick to this. You know those fantasy cars out there? The ones that look really, really off. I'm just going to see if I can find one here real quick. Pardon me. I'm just skimming through here to see if I can find one. This doesn't really count. But we're going to roll with for this video, we're just going to be rolling with this windmill. Is that a real car? Yes, it is. But was it a real car in the first place? No. This is a car that a lot of people are not going to want to get because it's what they call in the Hot Wheels community a fantasy casting. Fantasy castings are not worth as much as the real car castings. Just like this Firebird and just like this El Camino. So you also want to collect Hot Wheels basics. Another thing in the Hot Wheels you'll want to collect is Hot Wheels premium cars. Now, not every Hot Wheels premium car is going to look like this. This is a special one for Formula 1. But you get the gist. Hang on one second. I'll see if I can find me a premium car that I could show you. Perfect. Right here. This one right here. We've seen this in many videos right here. This Top Gun Maverick one. It's a great representation of a Hot Wheels premium car. And this car is super duper cool. Because, for one, it's a Porsche. Anything that's a Porsche is really cool. But it's also got rubber tires, and it's really realistic. It's realistic. I'll just put it that way. Okay, so that's another idea of what you should more than likely have in your diecast car collection. Another brand that you should possibly carry is obviously Matchbox. Yeah, you should carry Matchbox, more than likely. This is a must-have, especially if you are a real car fan. Matchbox does not carry fake cars. They do not carry them. They leave that to Hot Wheels. Even though they are basically the same company, they share a lot of similarities. These have a little bit more detail. About maybe 15-16% more detail in here, because you actually get headlights and stuff. some Hot Wheels, you don't get headlights like that. Like, for instance, here's a great representation since I already had the C10 out. So, here, alright, so right here, I have a Chevy C10 that is a Hot Wheels brand. Now, go ahead and look at the front of, yeah, that. You can see a difference. This has decals on it to make it look like it's headlights and the emblem on there. You can see that's very limited. On the back, you've got nothing. Now, not all Hot Wheels are going to be like that. But more than likely, it's going to be like that, just like that C10 that I just showed you. But if you're going for realism, suggest Matchbox. If you're also again, you're going for realism, go with the Hot Wheels Silver Series. This is a brand new series that launched. Hot Wheels Silver Series is basically the Matchbox version of Hot Wheels. That's just self-explanatory. Another brand that you should more than likely carry in your Hot Wheels collection, you already know what I'm going for. It's M2s. M2s are the cars. Now, if you're going for speed cars, don't buy these, because these are collector's items only. As you can see, they are realistic as all get out of this Plymouth Roadrunner. This is an absolute beautiful casting. You can see it's got a high amount of detail, opening hood, opening doors. You get it all with M2 machines. And they also have their own thing, their own spin-off of Hot Wheels Supers. They have what's called M2 Chases, and that's just like any other car chases you would find. They're exclusive. They're expensive. Another brand that you should more than likely carry, I talked about this brand in my last video, is Jada Toys. The cars that are like this, they're like TV show cars. They're, one second, let me find the scale of these. 1 second. Well, it looks like, these are roughly, they're basically like the rollbacks. And the rollbacks, and this will give us a scale. These are roughly about 140 scale. Because this is a 140 scale of a Chevy Nomad, yeah. Of a Nomad. That's roughly what this scale is a 140 scale version of a 1977 Pontiac Firebird, Trans Am, whatever you want to call it. Jada is another brand you should more than likely carry. You should also carry Lego, which that's self-explanatory. You like to put if you're like me, I like to put stuff together. You get cars. You get. I have a green Lamborghini over there. It's absolutely cool. I showed you my Formula Ones, also, and another car I just showed you again. I'm gonna go ahead and grab one again here. This black Aventador here. You should also carry some of these. They're called Ken Smart cars. You can find these at Lowe's. These are in Lowe's, any parts store, and anytime you're in there getting parts or anything, excuse me, you should more than likely you should stop by here, and you should pick some of these up, because a lot of times when I'm in Lowe's or any place like that, I always look and see if they have any cars worth getting, because some of those cars. And what the good thing is, if you saw in the beginning of my series of Diecast Garage, our first video was how to take out a reverse gearbox in a Ken Smart car, a rollback car. Because now, originally these would roll back and then you could let them go and then they coast. For me, being a collector of these, I don't want that. I do not want that in my cars. Because if they're going to sit on the shelf and if I need to scoot them back, what do I have to do? I have to pick them up and put them back. And sometimes even if I do that, the cars, they'll just start to take off. And if they roll back even a little bit, they'll take off. Which is a downside to having these. But if you watch my video, you'll know how to take that out. And it's a really straightforward progress. It's a whole thing. I think I've got a whole drawer of parts from that. And what you're going to do with those, I don't know, but keep those parts. Just keep those parts. But anyhow, well, what I just told you that's really what you should carry in your Hot Wheels collection, in your diecast collection. That's what you call it. Diecast collection. Explain why you love it, what you're in it for, and why you love doing what you do. That's going to end it for today's video. If you haven't already, make sure to like, subscribe, comment what I should do in my next video, and also share it with a friend, to another friend who loves Hot Wheels. And if you think they'll also like cars, diecast, trains, tractors, planes, anything, send them a link to this channel. We need to grow. I mean, we've been growing quite a bit since we first started it about a month or so ago, but still, we need the growth. So anywho, guys, thank you all so much for watching this series of Diecast Garage, and I will see you all in the next one. Stay subscribed, like this video, share it with a friend, you know, all the normal stuff, all the good stuff. See y'all later. Diecast Garage out. Salute.